trying to spot my dog. I think she wants to say hi. Baby, do you want to say hi? Yeah? Hi! Hi, precious! Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we are starting an exciting new challenge created by a simmer whom I admire very much and whom I watch pretty much religiously, and it is the Legacy Stories challenge by MissLollypopSims. If you're not familiar with the channel, or if you're not familiar with Lauren, please, like, what are you doing with your life? Head to her YouTube channel, head to her Twitch, and subscribe immediately because she creates some of the best stories with Sims 4. Now, what is a Legacy Stories challenge? Essentially, it is your typical Legacy challenge where you go through 10 generations. However, this one in particular is very heavily story based, which I think is amazing. And the way the stories are built so far, I think we have 4 generations done, as in the rules are written for 4 generations. It's wild. It's so wild. So while my game is still loading, and before I introduce our founder, whom I love very much, let me read the rules. So, Generation 1 is criminal has midlife crisis and becomes super parent. I mean, see what I mean about this being just the wildest challenge ever? Growing up, you were unloved and not cared for. Your parents didn't even bother with you. This led to your emotions becoming unpredictable and pushing your non-existent parents even further away. So you ran away as a teenager. You were an only child anyway, so you have no siblings that will miss you. As a runaway, you spend your time not bothering to go to school since no one bothered to instill that education was important anyway. You make your money stealing at people's houses that are kind enough to let you in and dumpster diving, selling the items you collect, and any way possible to be able to get to that next meal. When you're old enough, you start your career as a criminal, delving into drug dealing to earn a living and other unsavory things. You work your way up the career and are fairly respected within your trade. However, everything changes when you become an adult. You meet that one person in your life that really makes you consider the less desirable choices you have made throughout your life. They make you reevaluate your life and change as a person for the better. They influence you positively to believe in morals and family as they do, something you never even would have dreamed of before. You finally feel that maybe this would be the type of person you would like to start a family with. So you do, and your partner will support you, let you quit your job and become a stay-at-home parent to care for your children. During this time, you will dedicate everything you have to cherishing your child, something you never got as a child, a parent. You will give your kids everything and provide them with all the tools they could ever need in life, in spite of your terrible upbringing, helping them with homework, reading them stories, toddler playdates, you name it, if they want it, you give it. You become an incredible parent, and after thinking you weren't worth anything, you feel you have found your true calling. So, basically, a runaway teen who makes some truly bad choices until they finally meet that one person and completely turn their life around. I'm super excited. I will probably go over the actual rules at some point, but basically goals as a teenagers are earn money dumpster diving and stealing from people, create a shack using the items and furniture you collect from dumpster diving, and don't go to school. So those are kind of our only goals at the moment, so nothing too crazy. So let's get started. Before I forget, I will be modifying this challenge a little bit just because I don't have every single mod that Lauren has, and I don't wanna mod my already heavily modded game even further. And also, I think it's a challenge. You kind of are supposed to bend certain things a little bit to make it your challenge, right? Besides, Lauren kind of encourages doing what you want with this challenge, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, meet Christina. She is I love her. That's all I can say at this point. I love her. She is 18 as per rules, and she doesn't exactly look homeless if you look at her. Like, the hair alone looks like it's I mean, it does not look like a hair of a homeless person, and neither do the clothes. And she has a lot of clothes, as in a lot of outfits. Now, Christina's story is that she's been abandoned by her parents when she was a child, and she grew up in a foster system. But because she wasn't a toddler and she wasn't exactly best behaved, she was never adopted. So until she turned 16, she's been going from foster home to foster home, and it wasn't exactly a happy life. When she turned 16, she basically ran away because that life just wasn't for her, and she knew there was no future for her there. You know, she didn't care about education, she didn't care about getting a job. Instead, she ran away, and she's been living on the streets since. Now, the girl learned to survive. She started with pickpocketing, she started with tricking people into letting her stay the night. She also made friends who let her crash at their place for a while. And then she gradually kind of like upgraded to just stealing in general. And you know, she's not exactly a good person in that sense. And not all of her choices are exactly legal. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's her story essentially. She's recently moved to Oasis Springs, as you can see. And the reason for that is climate. Oasis Springs has a really nice weather with really warm winters. And winters, of course, are the hardest to survive when you're on the streets. So that was the reason why, and another reason is it's far, far away from where she grew up. She has already managed to make a few friends in the area, or at least people she can see being friends with in the future, and it's actually just 3 siblings who live in this nice trailer park. I think they're all siblings. Yes, they're all siblings. So we have 2 teens, Kate and what's her name? I'm blanking out. Morgan. Kate and Morgan. They all go, well, they would have gone to the same school if Christina actually attended school, which of course she doesn't. And then there's their big brother. Where is he? I can't see him. I saw him a moment ago, but oh, there he is, I think. Yes, so Kane. This is their big brother, Kane. He has been taking care of his little siblings since he was a teen himself, so he kind of understands what Christina is going through, which is why they sometimes let her crash on their couch, you know, stuff like that. But they can't exactly afford to just support her, and nor would Christina want to live with them, to be honest. She's very independent, and also her friends are a lot more law-abiding than she is, so you know. But yes, this is our future gang. Some are teens, some are adults. She also knows a few other people, but you know, they're not that important. I love Morgan, by the way. She's so gorgeous. I believe she's from the gallery, or I used some genetics. I think I may have downloaded Kane from the gallery and then used create a sibling with Kate and Morgan. Either way, they're all gorgeous. I love them all so much, but Morgan is just Alright, let's look at our needs. Christina is feeling tired. I wonder if she could actually like take a nap. Let's nap for a little while. Yep, as I said, sometimes they let her just crash on their couch. Right, let's talk to Morgan. What is this music? Oh, turn off. I think sometimes, you know, Sims just look like they could be the best of friends, and I get that vibe with Christina and Morgan. There's just something about them that fits. Oh, and apparently Morgan is an artist. Well, kind of makes sense. Oh, I love her outfits as well. Alright, now that that is done, I think we need to take care of our needs, and also we don't want to overstay our welcome. So let's travel. So one of the ways in which Christina has been able to survive is basically sneaking into gyms, especially at night. Was she embarrassed? Insecure from breast development? Too big, too small? Either way, these new developments are having Christina feeling very embarrassed. Oh no. And the way she's been, like how she's been able to sneak into the gym without anyone noticing, is actually Kane, since Kane is a gym trainer here in Oasis Springs Gym. And this allows Christina to have at least some kind of a roof over her head, especially at night when the desert can get incredibly cold or in chances of rain. And also she gets a chance to use the bathroom and the shower, and even sometimes find some food. So yes, it's kind of all thanks to Kane, who is very familiar with struggling to put food on the table. He especially, like, he had to take care of his two siblings, so he understands. And even though it's probably risky, his boss probably doesn't care. His boss is never here anyways, so it's not like Christina is hurting anyone, and as long as she doesn't steal anything from here, they're cool. Or he's cool. Ooh, who is this snack? That is someone very good looking. Let's immediately introduce ourselves, because I mean, he just looks really fine. And Christina's just walking through the mirror. That's fine. No, seriously, look at this sim. By the way, all of this, or almost all of these sims, are from the gallery. There are a few of my sims, but generally I've downloaded just a ton of gorgeous sims of the gallery and gave them makeovers and placed them in the world. This is my own personal save file where everyone has been given a CC makeover, including the townies. I deleted, I would say, 50 if not 60% of townies that I just don't care about, and then I left the ones that I do find enjoyable and I gave them makeovers. But that's why I'm surrounded by gorgeous sims. Like, look at these people. This is Julius. Let's introduce ourselves to him too, because you know, thinking about the future. Also, girls probably gonna get lonely, so might as well introduce ourselves to some good-looking sims. So after taking care of her needs at the gym, Christina has gone on a little walk around the neighborhood to look for targets. Thing is, there are no dumpsters that she could dive in anywhere, not even next to restaurants. So the only thing she can do is steal, because she needs to eat, like, now. So she has gone to this more expensive neighborhood looking at the mansions, and her first target is, of course, the land grab house. And it would make sense for her to kind of like sneak her way inside, because she has seen a teenage boy enter the house. So she can kind of like pretend that she's new in the neighborhood and they go to the same school, etc. Of course, we should first introduce ourselves to... Well, let's introduce to Malcolm, who also has a CC makeover, as you can see, but as with all the townies, I have not touched the genetics, just the just the outfits and makeup accessories, but I did not touch the genetics. I want to preserve that, even though some of them are just that's not it. What? Christina, what? Christina, no. Christina. No, no, honey, your taste is no, that's not it. We are here for one thing only, and that thing is, unless they have some food out, they don't. What could we swipe? And how do I swipe? Can I steal as a teenager? How do I steal? What can I steal? Oh, here, you can attempt to swipe some things. I wonder... It doesn't look particularly expensive. What about this? No, no, no. Well, let's try to swipe that, because it's just a book, so probably no one's gonna miss it, and we can still get at least a few simoleons off it so that she can afford some kind of quick meal. That's the only thing we are kind of like attempting right now, or that's the only thing we need to get right now. Oh yeah, that went wonderfully. I wonder if there's anything else we could swipe. I believe... Oh, there she is. Well, first of all, she can sell her homework, even if it's just one simoleon. And then... Oh, that's 16 simoleons. Wonderful. You are not going to school, honey. No, quit the school. I wonder if she can actually quit school. So after swiping the book, Christina of course pretended to be off to school with Malcolm, but she is definitely not going to school. We are instead going to the next house, which is... Whose house is this? Let's see. It looks fancy, that's for sure. This is the Caliente Lothario house, and Christina pretended to be some kind of volunteer, or maybe, you know, asking for a donation, even if she's probably not gonna get it. But, you know, she can also just introduce herself as a new neighbor in the area. Now, unfortunately, Christina cannot swipe anything yet because it's too dangerous to swipe several objects in a row. You know, people talk, people will notice a thief in their neighborhood. So instead, oh, is that Nancy? Look at Nancy. She is fine. Like, just look at this woman. She deserved a makeover for sure. This is Joffrey, right? No, that's Bjorn. Never mind. Let's order some... Oh, let's first haggle. Because we don't have a lot of money, but we are very, very hungry. And this is Ashley Williams. Okay, no idea who that is. Oh, Geektown is in town. We could go there and see what they have. Could we maybe steal some stuff there? I'm already losing money. Well, you're not nice. We could afford popcorn, shrimp, or fish tacos. Let's do fish tacos. Oh, by the way, this reminds me, her traits, if you're interested, are... Oh crap, she's sick. She's feverish. Christina is hot, like super hot, and not that good, ready for her close-up kind of way. Heartless haggler. Sometimes the price of trying to lowball is failure and shame, mostly shame. Well, it's just... Oh, there is a cupcake. Can we eat it? Because she's hungry. Oh, she's not having a good day. But I was saying, her traits are hot-headed, kleptomaniac, and then she has the greedy personality type. Oh, girl, just swipe that cupcake. Greedy Sims focus on generating as much revenue as possible and saving as much capital as possible, no matter the consequences. But their stingy approach to reality makes them appear selfish, envious, and villainous. And then she's an everyman personality type as well. This is, by the way, from Wonderful Whims. Everyman Sims just want to belong. Oh, take a nap, sweetie. Everyman Sims just want to belong and feel like a part of something. They lack any distinctive identity and rarely stand out. Excuse me? That is so not Christina. And then she has the dastardly trait. Dastardly Sims perform stronger and more successful mean interactions. Okay, take another nap. Why did you wake up? Right, so Christina kind of needs to pee. So she's heading back to the Caliente house, you know, like saying, sorry, I was in the neighborhood, could I maybe use your bathroom as a neighbor? Of course, Calientes are not necessarily the best choice. They don't strike me as friendly neighbors, but I also think like at least Nina Caliente would be like, since I think she's unemployed, she would be home and she just wouldn't care, you know. Also, they probably care about their reputation, but it looks like the kitchen is very much empty. So while heading out, Christina can probably swipe a candle. Oh yeah, that was good. Now we can travel again. Seriously, Nancy is just killing it. Oh, she's feeling exhilarating still. Nothing is more thrilling than swiping objects from others. 40 simoleons? Wow. So after that lucky steal, Christina came back to the gym for a quick nap, a shower, and she's feeling very sick. She's running a fever. So it's already past 7 in the evening, so she figured she might as well head back to her sleeping place. Look at Dina Caliente. Isn't she just looking good? Like, she deserves so much better than that Maxis gave her. By the way, I was waiting for Christina to wake up, and for those who have watched MissLollypopSims' Legacy Stories, look at who's hosting the yoga class. Like, if you know, you know. But yeah, I couldn't pass the opportunity to have Ren in my game. Granted, he's very different. In fact, I think he's a vampire. I believe that was the that's how he was on the gallery, so I deleted Vlad. Was his name Vlad, right? Because like, oh, I don't want him, and made Ren instead the Grandmaster Vampire or whatever the rank is. Seriously, look at Dina, she's just so fine. And then there's, oh, these dudes just have like almost identical. Oh, that's Caleb Vatour, so another vampire. Yeah, I didn't even recognize him. Right, let's actually go too uncomfortable to swim. Why is she even uncomfortable when, like, Christina? This celebrity walk is so... Oh, who? Was there another vampire? Oh, it's the sister, Lilith Vatour. Looking really good as well, in my opinion. Oh, what if we ask for an autograph? Because then we could sell the autograph, right? Hold on. This is Cassandra Goth looking... Actually, we should introduce ourselves to Cassandra because she's 18 and we need more teen friends. But look at this beauty. She's just gorgeous. And this is he also 18? No, he's not. Did she not get an autograph? Really? Ugh. Very uncomfortable. Having a bad time. Seems we're exposed to things they dislike for extended periods of time will slowly be driven mad. Try surrounding them with new things they prefer instead. Everyone's just fangirling, like, well then. Unless we can get that selfie that we can sell. Ask to take a picture. Yes, maybe she will allow that and we can sell it to her fans. There's certainly plenty of fans over here. Oh, apparently she is not happy. Well, dang it. I guess we'll just go start looking for some food. There is no available fridge. There is literally free. Let's buy a snack, something that could actually keep us full. There is ham and cheese sandwich. Let's do that. Since the celebrity does not want to take a picture with us, whatever, we didn't want it anyway, we just wanted to sell it for money. But let's find some food. And maybe let's change into some clothes. Oh, my dog is playing. Oh, look at them already getting along. Seriously, I'm really pleased with Cassandra's makeover. Again, she deserved so much better than that Max's gave her. Now, Christina is not having fun, so we need to figure out what to do with that. It's 1 AM, so of course no one's gonna let her inside any, like, house. Oh, there is a computer. Let's... Oh, she can't do anything. Crap. Oh, she's tired again. Well, this might be a little bit more comfortable for a nap. Christina, no! This is... No. Like, I'm gonna blame it on her fever because Malcolm is really not it. Like, no. Yeah, Christina is already making a lot of friends, most of them teenagers. She's not exactly a social butterfly, it's just she knows she needs to know a lot of people to be able to survive, so... That's where we at. This is Serena and this is Mitsuki. I'm guessing she's from Mount Komodami. Okay, so it's 4 AM and obviously no one is gonna let her inside a house. However, the bars are open, so Christina could totally try and steal something from a bar if it's possible. So let us see if we could swipe something maybe from... Oh yes! From the bathroom. And also at the same time maybe use a bathroom. Again, she has to be really careful because the bar is kind of empty. She has to be careful not to raise any suspicion because the moment people start talking that there is like a thief in the area, it's gonna be so much harder to like gain access to people's houses because they will be on guard, and we obviously don't want that. Also, let's brush teeth while we're at it. And then we need to find some park bench to sleep on. It's a relatively warm weather. It's not too hot, it's not cold, so it won't be a problem. Do we have any benches here? Oh yes. Oh, she looks so tired. I'm thinking that I should probably start working on her skills. I need to check which skills. Well, actually, let me check what are the goals for the adulthood. The lottery. We don't have money for a lottery ticket. Let me check. We have, as a young adult, get to level 8 Safecracker of the criminal career, reach level 8 Mischief skill, reach level 5 Fitness skill, reach level 4 Handiness skill, and reach level 3 Logic skill. That is a lot of skills granted you don't need to master any of them, but still, oh crap, it's hot. Back to the gym we go, especially since she does need to work on fitness skill, and then we'll need to find some chess tables and start working on her logic skill. Mischief skill, I'm hoping will just raise with every successful steal. Let me look. Okay, so her mischief is already at 2. So we're good. And I wonder if she would be up for a swim. No, she's still very much not up for a swim. But well, actually, she's not up for anything. Let's just take another nap. Just out the sun, because we don't want to burn in the sun. What? So, while I was not watching, Christina accidentally went to school, but thankfully I got her out of there immediately. But this gives us an opportunity to sell that thing we just swiped. 150 simoleons, yes. And that, I think they had another one on the other side of the bathroom, or like the other bathroom. So we could definitely go back to the bar at some point and steal the other soap dispenser. I guess there's a demand for them. Anyways, I think our girl is gonna go back to the gym to take care of her needs, and I'm gonna end the episode here. Please tell me in the comments whether you like this beginning or whether you don't like this beginning. Also, feel free to scream about the challenge in general, because I genuinely think it's one of the most interesting challenges. And as I said, remember to follow MissLollypopSims if you don't already. By the way, my dog spent the entire episode laying there like that. Unfortunately, I don't think you could see it in the episode, but she's been playing with toys and sleeping. Baby, bop, bop. Bye bye.